Debbie batters Airlie Beach, Whitsundays. Cyclone Debbie is battering the exposed mainland Queensland town of Airlie Beach, where it has damaged homes and snapped trees like twigs, after blasting Whitsunday Islands with wind gusts in excess of 260 km per hour. The Category 4 cyclone is expected to make landfall slightly north of Airlie Beach at 1 p.m. AEST, rather than just to the south of Bowen. The Whitsundays had borne Debbie's full brunt, and the eye of the storm was passing over Hayman Island around 11:30 am. But Airlie Beach and surrounding communities are already in the grip of destructive winds and torrential rain that's caused damage to homes and flooding. Queensland police answering 000 calls have told of increasingly panicked calls for help from across the region. One caller said the roof was peeling off an apartment building and another was cowering in a laundry after the roof of a house caved in, police told AAP from the Cyclone Response Centre in Brisbane. Meanwhile, the vast cyclone's savage winds continue to batter the Whitsunday Islands. One photo posted on social media showed a jetty smashed to pieces on Daydream Island. The jetty has now moved, Paula Singleton posted on Facebook alongside an image of a shattered jetty in a wild sea. Daydream Island Resort and Spa has since reported the worst appeared to be over and that all guests and staff were safe. Once the rain and winds subside, we will ascertain the extent of the damage, the resort posted on Facebook.
On Hamilton Island, gusts of 263 km/h have been recorded, and footage showed huge trees bending and breaking under the strain of the wind. It's so far unclear what structural damage, if any, has been caused. But both Hamilton and Hayman Islands suffered severe damage 6 years ago when the Category 5 cyclone Debbie struck. The damage on Hayman was so bad it had to close for 5 months. Winds are also raging north and south of Airlie Beach. That Prosser Pines, southwest of the beach town, pig farmer Christina Delaval has lost a large machinery shed and 2 others that housed her animals.
The pigs are in front of the house. I can't go there to check on them. It is too dangerous. There are so many uprooted trees and flying debris.
Fortunately, I don't have any newborn piglets because they'd be swept away, she told ABC Radio 7K. There were a large number of downed power lines and fallen trees, including one monster tree blocking the Peak Downs Highway.
Authorities have spent the day so far telling residents in the danger zone to expect a very long wait for the crisis to pass, and warning they may not be able to leave their sheltering spots until Wednesday. When people do emerge, the damage is expected to be significant, in part because Debbie has been such a slow-moving cyclone, meaning it is sitting over and battering communities for longer than is usual. Police Commissioner Ian Stewart said the cyclone's slow crawl had created a battering ram effect, pounding the same areas for extended periods of time. I suspect before the day is out, we will see a lot of structural damage in the cyclone's path, he said. Whitsunday Mayor Andrew Wilcox had hoped for a quick crossing by the cyclone, but the opposite had occurred. She's slowed down out there so she can just keep smashing us, he said. AAP photographer Dan Palate, who's in a hotel at Airlie Beach, said his ears were popping from pressure changes caused by the cyclone. We just had a branch fly into our window, Mr. Palate said. We've got howling winds, torrential rain. The trees are sideways. There's lots of vegetation debris, and there's a bit of water in the hallway. We're just looking at a wall of white with the trees, we can't see much. It's full on. Whitsunday Councillor Jan Clifford spent the morning watching trees take flight from her backyard at Airlie Beach. A huge tree in my backyard has been uprooted and has taken out our fence, Ms. Clifford told AAP. That was a rainforest tree pushing 1 meter in diameter. It should have been okay.
Another tree has landed on my roof.
The wind is so loud. More than 20,000 households are without power, and almost 400 schools and child care centers in the north are closed. Premier Anastasia Belazchuk described the cyclone as huge. It is going to be felt in a lot of communities from Toastville all the way down south to Mackay. And of course there will be the flooding events that happen afterwards. Sheltering inside his Proserpine home, Whitsunday's councillor John Collins said the wind was deafening and many trees were crashing down. "It sounds like a jumbo jet is parked on my roof and is about to take off," he told AAP. "I've been through a few cyclones that are quick and nasty, but this one is going to go all day. It's a long wait, sitting here waiting while it tears everything up." Mr. Collins said his home was holding up well, but he could see fences smashed by debris. "This is going to be a terrible disaster when it is all over and done with."